Hello everyone. We're gonna head to the CO system and I'll explain what we're doing in a couple minutes. Man, I have nothing to eat for lunch. All right, so I had someone comment on one of my videos. They were saying, hey, you should do a Robigo run with a Dolphin, you should do it with a Beluga, and then do it with an Orca. Actually, I think I got those backwards. Dolphin, then Orca. Orca's the middle one, which I've never owned an Orca, actually. Do it with a Dolphin, then an Orca, then a Beluga, and see how that goes. So I'm going to try to go source a Dolphin. That's going to be the easiest one to do this with first. And I can do it at Robigo Mines. Now the other two I will have to do at, not at Robigo Mines, but at, I can't think of the name of the station off the top of my head. But it would be the larger station because the Orca and the Beluga don't fit. But anyway, I thought this would be cool. I'm going to go source this Dolphin. I looked on Elite Dangerous Database, and CEOS is the closest place that sells a Dolphin. So I'm going to take my passenger Python over there, and the hope is that, because I don't, it's honestly been a couple of real life years since I've owned a Dolphin, and so I don't know all the sizes of the modules inside. So, I'm assuming it's going to be probably somewhat similar to a Python, but then again, the Python probably is designed to generate more power and everything, since it's more of a multi-purpose ship. So we'll have to see, but I'm going to see how many of the components I can transfer from the Python, and I'll just leave all those components in CEOS. Actually, I need to see what station it was. Oh, Brunel Hub or Babbage Gateway. So we'll do Brunel Hub. It's a lot closer to the star, so it'll take us much less time to get there. So we'll jump to CEOS from Robigo, and we'll just see how this goes. I mean, I have a lot of cash right now on hand. Not enough to buy a fleet carrier, but I have a lot of cash to do this video, so depending on the... I think the main thing is going to depend on the size of the FSD for the Dolphin, because I don't know what size FSD it's supposed to have. If I had to guess, I would say probably 4 is the FSD size, but I guess we'll just have to see when we get there. The Python's a 4, I believe, as well. Or no, it's a 5. The Python's a 5, so the Dolphin's probably a 4. But I used to love my Dolphin. I did so many passenger missions in my Dolphin. The first way that I got money in this game was doing bounties and kind of piggybacking off of like system authorities taking out wanted targets in high security systems, and I think a lot of people did that. Just go out there in a Cobra or a Viper and piggyback off of what the NPCs are doing, and that's how I got my first bit of money to get me into an Asp Explorer. And I had that for a really hot minute, and then I kind of got into passenger missions out in CEOS, and that's where I bought my first Dolphin. And I had my Dolphin for a really long time. I wanted to have a surplus of cash before I upgraded the Dolphin, and so I went from a Dolphin into a Beluga. There was no... Actually, that might not... No, I think I went into a Type 6, actually. I went from a Dolphin to a Type 6, I think, now that I think about it. But anyway, I generated a ton of cash in the Dolphin. Going from nothing to, enough to get a Beluga is quite a bit early game. Now, once you have the investment and you have all these ships, then obviously generating revenue isn't that hard. But so we want to go to Brunel Hub, which is actually really close to the star. Holy smokes. And I've been to all these stations in CEOS. Honestly, a lot of these CO stations are really good. COS has some really good stations. I think it has 3 large stations, which is kind of crazy for a system. I mean, this system is, it's like 400 to 500 light years from the starting area. It's pretty far out. So, kind of a great place to get things, to source different modules and ships and stuff. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in the CO system. I didn't start running Rubigo until, you know, probably later into my passenger career, because, you know, I've said this so many times and people don't listen, and I'd say this. If you know, 60 light years, which is what it takes to get from Rubigo to Sothis, if 60 light years is too much, because round trip it's 120 light years. If it's too much, then don't do your runs from Rubigo, do them from Cios, because Cios to Sothis is so short of a distance. I mean, the round trip is super, super short. And so if you don't have the jump range to go from Rubigo to Sothis and back, which is 120 light years, like I just said, then do this method. You're gonna definitely make less money, but the trip is less time, so theoretically it should take you less time to do the trip. You're not gonna make 20 mil doing it. You'll probably make closer to 10 to 15 mil, but 10 to 15 mil every 15 to 20 minutes is still really good, depending on how efficient you are. Oh no. But anyway, so, and we'll just auto dock, because why not? Actually, we're in a Python. You could probably get in faster if you did an auto dock, but, you know, why have to look for the landing pad? If you've played this game long enough, you've manually docked enough that you've kind of earned the right to auto dock. Ooh, they're putting me in a cube and I'm in a tiny ship? That's messed up. You would think that they wouldn't put me in a queue, being in such a small ship.
Landing gear deployed.
And coming in for a landing, boys. Look at that Alliance ship right there. I have one of those. It's kind of shit, to be honest with you. Anyway. Alright, let's see what they got in here. Let's see if they got the Dolphins. Online it says they do currently. It was like 14 minutes ago. Refueled that. Shipyard. Actually, I don't think I have a Dolphin, but let me just make sure. Lots of Sidewinders. Crusader. There's my Beluga, my baby. Nope, I don't think so. No, so I don't have a Dolphin, so. Oh, there it is. First ship, 1.3 million. So cheap for such a nice little ship. Let's see. Look at all that space. Actually, it doesn't have that much space, but you have a 5 and a 4 and a 3, basically. Cool. So we'll go ahead and purchase this thing straight up. Store current ship. You gotta be careful on this to make sure that you don't exchange your ship. That would be bad. But yeah, so just I'm gonna buy it straight up. And then I should have stored my modules that were on my Anaconda. That's okay. I need to we'll take a look at it anyway. But yeah, this is a great looking ship. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. Really, really good looking ship. There we go. Go over. You know you want to. But yeah, how good. Isn't that a nice looking ship? Dolphin's super nice looking. And it's sleek. I mean, it definitely is supposed to be looking like a yacht. That's the idea. But yeah, super sleek looking. Anyway, let's look at... let's just go in and look at everything. Let's go into here. Let's see what we're working with. Honestly, I'm just going to get rid of these. We'll cut the weight down. If something happens, we're gonna have to run. I mean, we're not gonna fight in a Dolphin, so we'll cut the power and the weight down a little bit. Utility. We do need heat sinks, so we'll just buy those straight up real quick. Heat sinks. Buy. We'll just fill this thing up with heat sinks. Actually, no, we'll just do that. Because those should have 2 charges on them. Yeah, so that's 4. That would be 4 heat sinks. So we shouldn't need more than that in a run. Okay. Let's look at the core. Power plant's 4. Yeah, so I was right. The FSD is a 4. I probably have a 4 laying around somewhere, but it's probably going to cost a fortune to get it here. Of course, there's no 4A here. What's my current range? Yikes. Okay, this is going to be a problem. I don't have a 4 laying around anywhere, obviously. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll probably look and see if there's a 4A somewhere nearby. But the problem is we're not going to be able to engineer it, so we might have to put a scoop on this thing unless I fly my Diamondback back to somewhere that does FSD upgrades, have the Dolphin shipped there, which is typically what I will do. Is once I upgrade the FSD, then I'll fly my ship back and have it transported. It's honestly, sometimes I just kind of do a cost analysis. If it's like $5 million to have something transported, I'll make that back with money to spare in one Rubigo run. So I don't really get too wrapped around the axles about transporting stuff to upgrade it in order to make money. Obviously, in this situation, I wouldn't be making the most amount of money as possible because a Dolphin is kind of going backwards from where I am. Anyway, let's just start at the top here. Okay, let's see if they have a 4A. They have a 3A, which honestly, we could probably do a 3A anyway to cut down on some weight. We don't need a 4A, so we'll just do the 3A. For the thrusters, you've kind of got to play around with it because you want to have the thrusters that are going to boost your jump range. But we can't have any of these because we don't... They're too small for this ship, so... frame shift we already looked at. Power distributor. Okay, the 2B is probably going to be... We'll go with the 2B. And we're not doing like a fully thorough build. I'm just like eyeballing some things and making some changes. All right, so we'll keep that. Sell that. Sell that. We don't need a shield generator for this. Basically, we just want all cargo cabins. And this, yeah, there's just not a lot of space on this. This is a pretty small ship. Sell that. Super Cruise Assist and docking computer. So we have all these 2 slots for passenger cabins. They're not, it's not going to be like, you're not going to be able to put a bunch of people in them. But look, 2, you can still get some missions, so we'll put those in there, but actually I'm going to wait to put those in there until we get an FSD, because the passenger cabins, they're, let me show you real quick. The reason why I want to wait, oh no! Okay, I didn't do it. Is that they add to your mass, so they'll decrease your jump range and everything. So once you have a bunch of, having all passenger cabins versus none, it makes a huge difference in your mass and your jump range. Right now, we're pretty lean, and our jump range, honestly, for the FSD we have, our jump range isn't too bad. 11.66, we haven't upgraded the FSD at all. So that's not bad at all. And we have this in here. I bet if we sell this, yeah, that's going to increase our jump range by 1 light year. So we'll store it. So there it is. We have 12.77 light year jump range. So now I need to look on my phone and see where a 5A FSD is. So let's do that. Get rid of that. Frame 5A. We want the best that we can get. 5A frame shift. Reference system is going to be CEOS. This thing's going to make us jump like 20 million. The closest thing is 300. Oh no! Oh, I don't know if I want to jump 300 light years. Wait, let me just include planetary and see if it finds something else. Nope, still the same thing. 300 light years. Well, let's go into a 5B, because I don't want to jump that far. Frame shift drive. Oh, no, I said 5A. We need a 4A. Man, good thing we caught that. Let's see if that's closer. We need a 4A, not a 5A. Oh, look at that. It's in Sothis, 8.9 light years away. Let's go. Man, good thing I caught that. It's a 4A, not a 5A. The Python has a 5. The Dolphin has a 4. But anyway, we're going to Sothis, which is where the passenger beacon is. It's 8.9 light years from CEOS, and that's why I say if you don't have jump range, then you should do your passenger missions from CEOS. But if you do them from CEOS, remember, it's New Dawn Station, not Babbage Gateway or Bruno Hub. New Dawn Station. This one right here. That's where you want to pick up your passenger missions for Abigo. We're waiting in a queue again. No, I'm not. I don't wait in queues. Here we go. I'm gunning it. Full throttle. Boost. Ooh, this thing's kind of fast. I put like the crappy power on it. This thing's going, even though it's got the default thrusters. Anyway, I guess I should probably put Sothis in, which should be on our list here, and it is, because it's so close. Let's go. Woo, that was kind of rough. All right. We want to go to New Home Station, which I've been to this station before. This is actually, I'm getting a little deja vu here. This is probably a little deja vu from when I did my last Dolphin. Now that I think about it. Anyway, we're gonna go to New Home Station. That is so funny. New Home Station. I could, you know, we'll do this the not so lazy way, and we'll just put stations in. New Home Station. If I can find it. There we go. Oh, okay, there it is. Took us a minute to get locked on. Oof, it's so far. Gun it. Full throttle. Let's go. It's far away. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Let's keep it lined up. Once it gets kind of low, then I will throttle back to the blue zone, let the Super Cruise Assist get me back on track. A little bit here. Okay, gun it. I like to let the Super Cruise Assist take over for a second just to get me straight on track. So there, by gunning it, we definitely cut down on the time. We closed the distance quite a bit. So we're getting relatively close now. I'm just gonna let the Super Cruise Assist do its thing. Again, like I pretty much always mention, I think it would technically be faster if you didn't use the Super Cruise Assist and you were really good at dialing in. You know, like between 6 and 7 seconds, going below 7 seconds. But to me, I've played this game so much, I just would rather have the Super Cruise Assist take me in, and I don't have to worry about doing the loop of shame that we've all done at some point in our ED career, in our erectile dysfunction career. Okay. All right, we're gonna go in and boost to the front of this thing real quick because we're gonna let the Super Cruise Assist take us in again. And that's it. Dial it back, and it'll take us in. It's that easy sometimes. Sometimes, most of the time, it's that easy.
Clear for automated approach vectoring.
Elite Dangerous most of the time is a pretty relaxing game. It's super cool. There is a learning curve to this game. And so, I mean, I've been playing this game for years, and I've probably been playing this game for about 5 years now, I'd say. Maybe, yeah, probably about 5 years. I first tried this game on just a really, really crappy PC that I bought from Walmart. It did not run it well. And then one of my friends gave me his old gaming laptop, which the game ran pretty well. It was about the specs of a PS4. It ran fine. And then once I took a break, but then once this game came out for PS4, it was already out for Xbox for a while. It was over. I mean, I had to have it on PS4, and I started over, which was kind of nice. And now I just can pick it up anytime, and I can take a break from this game for weeks at a time and just pick right back up to it, no problem. Really fun game, really relaxing, really nice to play every once in a while. Alright, so hopefully... Ooh, my lights aren't on. Where's my lights at? Ship lights on, there we go. Better. See, my ship lights are on now. Alright, let's go in here. Hopefully they have what we need. And I didn't even look at the thrusters or anything else. Maybe they'll have some more components we need. That would be kind of cool. No stock, no stock. They got our FSD, though. There it is. Woo! Holy... We don't need to engineer it. Actually, well, wait. What do we need for 3 jumps? 60 divided... So, 60 divided by 3 is, what, 13? Or am I... 10? No, wait. 20. I'm like, 60 divided by 3 is 20. We need to have a 20 light year jump range, which I know it says 27 now, but once we put on all the cabins, we'll have to see if it actually stays above 20. We need 20 to do the Rubigo run, just period. Now, I don't know where I was going with that, but period. You need 20 because it's a 60 light year there, 60 light year back. Now, the question is, do we have enough fuel to do the jump? Which these passenger ships, their fuel capacity is pretty good, to be honest. Okay, no passenger cabins, which means there's none. Okay, no passenger cabins here, but yeah, their fuel is pretty good. So let me, and I didn't look this up, but let me what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna oh my gosh, this ship is so cheap. We had 783. I just bought a new ship, put a 4A FSD in it. And passenger cabins are dirt cheap. I can get into this ship probably for less than 5 million, fully decked out for what I need, which is crazy. Definitely not gonna engineer this, even though, you know, honestly, I probably do have a 4A fully engineered FSD laying around in one of my ships. It's just not worth going out of the way to get it and have it transported, especially if this is going to work out for us. So I'm going to auto launch. While I'm auto launching, I'm going to look and see where I can get some passenger cabins, which we know already. I should have looked at the other ones, but we already know that the two size passenger cabins are at Brunel Hub. So I'm already have that loaded. We'll just load this and see. So yeah, we can just go back the 3s are there already. Does the Dolphin have a 4? I think it does. Let's just check and make sure if a 4 is there. Passenger cabin, we want 4. Oh, we could do 4D. What? That's okay. We could do 4D. Let me just search that. And the same thing. So we'll go ahead and shoot back over to Cios. Take that off. Cios is going to be 8.9 light years. There it is. On the money. And we're out of here. There it is, lining up. Our beautiful, beautiful Dolphin. Requested from one of the people on YouTube. One of the YouTube people. Okay. Alright. We said Brunel Hub, which is super close to the star. Oh, gosh. There it is. We'll go there. We'll see if we can finish this. We didn't look when we were there last time, but it didn't matter. We probably were going to have to go back here anyway, so no biggie. We'll gun it, get our full throttle, get our time right around 8 seconds, let the Super Cruise Assist take over. A little more, right there. So we're at 6. Oh, no! I messed up. Oh, no! It's a rip, boys. Loop of shame, because I pushed the throttle too hard and it didn't actually set. So we definitely just did that. Alright, so we're good now. Just don't touch it. Just let it do its thing. Alright. So we're just going to go and trade out these... Well, not trade. We're going to buy the passenger cabins and then see... There's two things we still need to know. One, will our jump range be at least 20? Because to keep it, you want to keep it 3 jumps or lower. Because if it's 4 jumps, then instead of doing 6 jumps total, you're doing 8 jumps. Is our jump range going to be at least 20? And then 2, will we have enough fuel to get to Cios, or excuse me, from Robigo to Sothis and back without a fuel scoop? I am going to wager yes, because that 8 light year jump that we just did, you can't even see where it took any fuel off of our fuel gauge. So I'm going to say yes, because all of these passenger liners have amazing fuel capacity. That is the one really good thing about them. They just have great, great fuel capacity. And we'll see if this, we're kind of on the bad side because we did the loop of shame, so we're on the bad side of the station, but we'll go ahead and let it take us in. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit of... This is a small ship, but a pretty nice bridge, I would say. We'll keep it right there. That's kind of nice. We can see the landing gear come in. And if you're new to Elite Dangerous, because some people ask me about this game, we cover a lot of games on the channel, and some people ask me about this. I'm using an auto dock feature right now, but keep in mind you don't have to auto dock. You can manually dock if you want. This is a space flight simulator, so the physics are very realistic, so you could dock if you want to. I've just docked so many times, I'm over it. I'm good. I don't need to do that. Back in my day, we didn't have auto dock. We just had to crash and burn a lot. Anyway, so we need passenger cabins. We have an economy 5 stored. I would say you probably are going to want to go with economy on this. All economy, I don't know. It's hard to tell. A lot of people say don't go above business. I'm not of that mindset. I like to go above business sometimes. I like to get every once, not on a Dolphin. I won't do a luxury because it doesn't make sense because there's not a whole lot of space. But like in my Beluga, I have a luxury cabin. You know, like you gotta role play a little bit here. You want the rich folks on board, the luxury cabin. But for this, we probably want to go for capacity over quality. But anyway, so here we go. We have one stored, so let's throw that. We'll just throw the economy on there for now. So that took 2 light years off of our range. Wow. Absolutely crazy. Let's see if they have any 4s. They do, so let's see what that does. Oh yeah, our range is in the toilet now. Our range is absolutely in the toilet now. Let's see here. The 3s probably don't take as much, but still, our range is just in the toilet. And we'll do economy. 22, are we gonna do it? I don't know if we're gonna do it. Oh yeah, the 2s don't weigh anything. I say weigh, but they don't really have any mass, and so the 2s are good. So we'll still be able to hit 20. Let's see here. Let's grab that. And so that's going to be it. And we're still above 20 light years. So we'll try to do a run. You know, I'm okay with trying to do a run. So we have the 5, we have a couple 4s. This thing's not bad. This thing is not bad. It cost us what, 4 million to do everything from scratch on here. I mean, granted, we could cut some more stuff out and make this a little more efficient, but if it has the 20 light year range, I'm like, okay, that's fine by me. I don't need to put more effort into it. So let's run to Robigo. Let's give this thing a go. Let me check my, okay, so I'm glad I checked that. Actually, I need to make sure that my correct controls are on. This is the default. I need my custom controls. There we go. Good thing I checked that. There we go. And so, yeah, now my heat sinks are on the right bar. Anyway, we need to go to Robigo, so I'm going to have to actually punch that into the galaxy map. And I'm going to go to Robigo Mines. To me, there's not a real point. If you have a Dolphin, there's not a real point of going to the station. Oh, I should not have done that. This is how you know that I'm messing up. Robigo. R-O-B-G-I-O. Too many systems to try to do a search like that. Anyway. Okay. So that's going to be 3 jumps. Pretty sure. Yep, 3 jumps. Not too bad. No scoop. Not running a scoop. I think that as long as you... Ooh, a scan? So if you get a scan, dial back, drop heatsink. Actually, I wasn't auto-dock, so I didn't need to drop back. But I did anyway. Force to have it. We didn't need to... We honestly... There's nothing illegal about us right now, but just a good habit. Anyway. Not too bad. And this is going to be a good gauge to see if we can actually do the run, the Robigo run, without a fuel scoop, which I'm guessing we can. But this is pretty close to 60 light years. So if we're below half on our fuel, then we know that we need a scoop to do this run. Because we're just going to eyeball it. We're not going to run the math. We're cowboys out here, space cowboys. But that's probably going to be the longest jump is that first one, because it looked like it was a pretty long jump. So yeah, this jump is shorter. It's taking much less fuel. I'm going to pitch away. But yeah, if you look at the fuel there, you can tell it's only taken a smidgen now. Last time it took a pretty big chunk, but now we're good. Man, our heat is so low on this thing. We're running such a small power plant. And then one more jump and we're there. It's super easy. So we'll have the Dolphin. We'll be able to do the run in the Dolphin. And then I guess we'll have to see how much we make in a Dolphin. I've never done the Rubigo mines in a Dolphin, so we'll have to see if we can make the same amount of money. Pretty decent jump range, 22 light years. And so if you look at that fuel gauge, just eyeballing it, it looks like we're safe to do the full Rubigo run without having a scoop on a Dolphin with the exact build that I just did, which we downgraded the power plant to a 3A. The FSD is a 4A. We gutted everything we don't need. Shields, scoops, guns. We don't have any hard points. We have a couple of heat sinks, a couple of heat sink utility launchers. Docking, computer, Super Cruise Assist, which are 1 slots anyway, which is perfect for this ship. It has 3 one-shot slots. Technically 3, but really one of them is a planetary approach suite, so you can't, I mean, you can't put anything else there. But anyway, Rubigo mines right there, lock it in. Okay, so line of sight. If it gives you that line of sight error when you're trying to Super Cruise Assist, I'd say just pitch away from it and gun it. Just watch the time. Like my time's at 1 minute. Once it gets kind of low, then throttle back. So we're at 28. Still don't have line of sight. Well, also probably just need to... Okay, so let's see. We still don't have line of sight, but I bet if we get closer, we'll have it. Unless I went to the wrong side. So dial back. There we go, now we're good. And just let it take you in. It's a little high at 9 and 10 seconds is a little high. If you're really trying to get lean, you want that to be at 7 so you can power up and then pull back, power, pull back. Go in and out of Super Cruise Assist until it sits at 7. But sometimes... Oh, great, we lost line of sight again. It's on the other side of this planet. We're going to go below the rings. There we go. This is going to be kind of slow with the planet right there. You would want to go straight in without skimming the planet because of the gravity, the mass of the planet. It's going to slow us down. We're just going to do this a little bit. Pitch away from the planet. Alright, going back to blue, which is blue on my throttle, of course, when I say blue. That little blue area on the throttle. And I'm just going to let it take me in. No need to rush it. It's got it. So just to recap, we're going to go here to actually start our missions, to get some passenger missions. See how much we can make in a Dolphin that, from a passenger standpoint, we're maxed out on cabins. As far as space to quality ratio, it may not necessarily be the most efficient, but I don't know if it's worth investing the time to maybe make like an extra million every once in a while. I don't know. It depends on your play style. For me, I've got max cabins. I've got a little bit of a mixture of cabins, and for me it just makes sense, and so I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it the way it is. I'll still make 15 to 20 mil a run. And in style, because check this ship. Come on. Seriously? Look at that. Look at that. Come on. That's a ship.
Landing gear deployed.
This is the way that I manually come into these stations now. I just go head on and then pitch down and go in for the landing. I used to just come down straight like this, try to line it up. Not the way. This is not the way. Alright. Refuel. No scoop, gotta refuel. Restock. Oh, heat sinks. We popped the heat sink earlier. Anyway, here we go. Passenger lounge. let's see what we can make. 1.5. Here's a 2.5. Just because I was over here earlier, I know that we probably should pick up a 2.5. Capacity. Ooh, we don't have the capacity. Probably should have got rid of some of these business ones. Alright, so we'll do that. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. That's why I like the Python. Ooh, look at that. This is going to be a tricky one in the Dolphin. Might be better to do the other way in the Dolphin, because we're not even... This is crazy. Wow. Well, we'll just load up on these. We're just gonna load up. Dolphin, not the best thing for this, as I've stated before. But, and that's it. That's all we can carry, so that's not a lot. We've got open cabins. So this is really only about 8 million worth. So not the greatest. We could possibly go to, I say possibly, we definitely, if we went to Hauser's Reach, which, matter of fact, we'll just pop over there anyway. Go to Hauser's Reach, I guarantee that we'll be able to fill all these. So let's pop over there. Didn't plan on it, but we will, just to show.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right. We need to enable Super Cruise Assist. We don't need to, but I got it and I like it. I like Super Cruise Assist. If you want the full experience, no Super Cruise Assist, no auto dock, and make sure you turn off your flight assist. That'll give you the full space simulator experience. We're gunning it, trying to get it, get our time down. Trying to get to 7 seconds. I'll probably start pitching back around 10, just in case. Ooh, risking it. Close. Okay. Do that, and then we'll just come in. Oh, we're not in the blue zone. Whee! Okay, there we go. Don't touch it. The thing is that in order to go into my outer camera, I have to touch my throttle, and it's this throttle on this flight stick is very tender. It's not very stiff. It's got basically 3 areas that it likes to sit at, and you can't really move it when it's in between any of the areas. Looks like we're going to skim the planet. Going to take us a little bit longer to get into the station. The planet's mass is going to slow us down. And if you're just going straight into a station and there's no mass interruption, you won't see the time go down from 7, and then, you know, now it's at 12, so on and so forth. So the mass of just all this space stuff is slowing us down. The planet is massive, and we're kind of getting caught in its gravity well, so it slows us down, and so we don't get to the station as quick. If you can dip below a little bit to cut that out, you won't slow down as much. But as you can see, it tacks on, you know, maybe like a few more seconds of being in Super Cruise. All right. Okay. Ooh, it's loading. That took a while to load. And if you have the auto dock, just boost in. Now, we do have illegal passengers. I am going to look for scans. If I get scanned, I'm going to pull all the way back on my stick and pop a heat sink.
Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 28. Automated docking approved.
Landing gear deployed.
All right, let's see if we can fill these cabins. That's the goal here. And then we'll run it.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence
Then we will run it, my
shutdown.
friends. All right, passenger lounge. Again, as I mentioned, we're doing it in a Dolphin because somebody asked... Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Somebody asked me to. Dolphin is not ideal for this. Dolphin is an entry level. The Dolphin is to get you into passenger missions. If you're trying to... Look, we can't... Even, there's none. Holy shnikes. It's all the same factions. There's none. Wasted our time coming here. Alright, well, we'll just run it real quick and see what happens. Wow, what a waste of my time. Let's punch this in.
Incoming mission critical message.
Go ahead and plot Sophis.
Landing Doppler disengaged. Departure authorized.
Yeah, Dolphin entry-level passenger ship. Once you have some capital to where you can afford something better, I recommend get yourself into a Python. You are going to need some FSD upgrades if you get into a Python. But that's going to be your bread and butter to make the most money. Oh, scan. I think we failed already. I wasn't paying attention. I think we got scanned. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh no.
Frameshift drive charging.
We have to go into Super Cruise
Frameshift drive
because
charging.
this is another reason I don't like doing this station.
4, 3,
Hauser's Reach. Because this damn planet is half the time it's in the way of you trying to get out of here. So now we have to go around the planet in order to jump out. So these are good. I thought we failed, but we didn't. It would say failed next to it. We did get scanned, but we popped the heat sink and we're good to go. Pull away from this freaking planet. We're out of here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. Same thing, 3 jumps. It's about 60 light years there, 60 light years back. Should have enough fuel, 3 jumps. Yeah, we're doing this for 8 million, but hey, on the bright side, we'll recoup, well, we'll profit from the 4 million it costs to get into this Dolphin with the upgrades. Pitch away. Always pitch away as soon as you come in when you're doing these missions. because we don't have a scoop. We don't need to get close to the sun. Wow, that FSD cooled down super fast. Holy smokes. I didn't even notice that last time we jumped. Anyway, you pitch away from the sun so that you're not getting caught in its gravity. You can pull away from it quick so that when you activate your FSD, you don't overheat. I gotta watch the FSD cool down. That seemed super fast. So we'll have one more jump and we'll be able to see this. As soon as we jump in, pitch away. Pitch away as much as you can while going full throttle. FSD cooldown, where are you? There it is. That seems like it's pretty fast to me. We're gonna probably get a little bit of heat here. No, I guess we're far enough away. And that's it. We'll be at half. Yep, ooh, we are like right at half. Ooh. Well, you could change your route to be the most economical as far as fuel consumption. All right, we need to go to A5, which will be highlighted, and there it is. Sirius Atmospherics is all ready. We can go straight there. Actually, we're gonna gun it for a minute so we understand. Gun it, line it up. So we're going straight to Sirius Atmospherics. If it doesn't let you do that, then you would go to A5. A5. We're gonna line it up. Okay, we're lined up, gunning it. Watching the minutes and the seconds. We have plenty of time to throttle down. And I'll throttle down around 10 seconds. In a Dolphin. Man, I haven't had one of these in a hot minute. They're pretty nice, though. They're nice ships. We're just lining up here and then gunning. We're getting close. So we're just gonna do that. Gun, line up. Oh. Just let... Hopefully we didn't get overzealous there. Hopefully it slows us down. The Super Cruise Assist usually is pretty good about slowing you down, so we'll see. Nope, we're going 34. It's gonna shoot us in the middle of nowhere. Okay, there we go. Planet slowed us down. The other planet did. Slowed us down a lot. All right. Again, if we want to really cut the time out, you want to go wide, because now we're going to skim this planet before we can get to the beacon. So you would want to pitch like down a little bit, pitch away, and then come back. Try to get away from that planet. Man, if we ever get atmospheric planet landings, this would be such a nice planet to land on. I'm definitely coming to this A5. I mean, look at that planet. How awesome would that be to land on that? We're scanning. Look at that island right there. You see that? Oh, look at that. It's a hurricane or something, but there's an island right there. Land right there. That'd be nice. All right, we did it. We should have already put our coords in, but we're looking at the island. If we ever get planetary landings on atmospheric planets, which the developers know we want that. It's just a technical challenge. Can it be done? Well, it can be done. Oh, scan. So we want to drop the heat sink. Get the heck out of here. All right, so we're good. We can get out. Watch out for those ship scans. I think we have one heat sink left. So we can only drop it one more time if we can scan. Whew, good thing I caught that. But yeah, the devs know what we want. They know we want space legs, the ability to actually walk around, to get out of the ship, get out of the SRV. They know we want planetary landings. It's just, can they develop that in their budget? Which they do say that this year they will be releasing their largest, most complicated update yet for the game, paid DLC. So more so than Horizons, which gave us non-atmospheric planet landings, rocky planets that don't have an atmosphere. They're pretty bland. They have some procedural structures on them, but they're pretty boring. I mean, it's better than not having it, but there's not really a whole lot going on. It's just a giant rock that you can land on. Definitely cool. Definitely a lot of fun. SRV, drive around, do missions and stuff, but we need atmospheric planet landings. So hopefully it's that. If it's not that or space legs, I can't imagine what this update is going to be, because those are the only two things that those are the two things the community has asked for. I personally think, because Horizon's old, Horizons came out a very long time ago. I personally think that the update will be planetary landings, because with the space legs, there's a lot of things to consider. If the game was never designed to scale to be able to, for people to get out of their ship and walk around as a person, to scale, as in when you see like the different ships and the stations, and you see like all the little things in stations, it might not be designed to where you would have to go in there. They'd have to redesign everything for the most part from the ground up if that's not in the game. Whereas atmospheric landings, the concept is already in the game. Because they already have the planet landings, they just have to create procedural atmospheres and things of that nature. Okay, we're in the system. We can go straight to Rubigo Mines because we didn't pick up anything from Hauser's Reach, which was a waste of our time. We'll get 8 million, which is not worth it. Well, it is if you don't... I take that back. If you don't have the capital, if you're not sitting on hundreds of millions, then maybe 8 million is worth it if you can't afford to get into something bigger. But to me, 8 million is kind of a waste of time. I want to see 15 to 25 million a run. 15 would be the very, very low end. But I want to see over 20 million a run. You should be able to get 4 runs in. So if you get 25 million a run, that's 100 million. You should, I mean, by 4 runs, I mean 4 runs an hour. So your best possible scenario is 100 million an hour. Realistically, I always say between 80 and 100 million an hour, because 20 million is a good spot to have an average. It's kind of safe. You'll typically, in an Anaconda, you'll make at least 20 million. Why this NPC is interdicting me, who knows? Probably knows I'm streaming. And one of the things I hate about getting interdicted is that now I have to re-engage the Super Cruise Assist. And it's like, where the hell am I now? Throws you way off course. But yeah, you can easily make 80 million an hour. If you're lucky and you really push it, you can do 100 million an hour. So that's why I always say 80 to 100 million an hour is what's realistic. If you have the correct build, the correct ship and everything. But for a lot of people, even making, this is, let's say you can do an average of 10 million with a Dolphin if you properly outfit it. 40 million an hour on average is still really good for some people. If you do 10 hours of that, that's 400 million. You spend an entire Saturday doing this. You can get 400 million in a Dolphin by that time I would think that you would want to get into a better ship, but if you're like, all I'm going to do is take this Dolphin and run these missions for an entire Saturday, that's my plan. You'll walk away with 400 million. Depending on how long you play. Maybe you'll walk away with 500 million if you play a little bit extra. I'm going to boost and then take off my... Oh, nope, didn't have enough. We had a really low, small power plant, so I didn't have enough in my capacity. This frickin' ship is gonna scan me, I already know. I just see him sitting out there, outside the station. He's like, what is a Dolphin doing at this shitty-ass station? In the middle of nowhere. Don't even look at me, buddy. Just fly away.
Landing gear deployed.
What is... There's no way that people can afford to fly in a Dolphin out of this freaking shitty place. Alright, let me pull up the comments. I don't have comments on my screen right now, so... See if there's any comments I need to answer. I don't know what Stellaris is. Is that the... I don't know if there's anything like this game. This is such a unique game. It's a space flight simulator is what it is. There's combat, exploration, trading, mining. Obviously the passenger missions is one thing. So I don't know. I'd have to look into what that game is. I'm on a PlayStation, so if it's not on PlayStation, then I don't know. So there's 2.5, 1.5, so we'll call it 4. It's a little over 4, but we'll call it 4. Well, we'll call that 2, so we'll call it 6. And then 1.3, so about 7.3 is what we got out of it. Not even 8 million, 7.3. We profited. We have more money now than when we left earlier to buy the Dolphin. So we are about 3 million in surplus. Dolphin, not the way to go. And maybe it is the way to go if you can't afford the... Well, it's definitely the way to go if you can't afford the Python. Don't get me wrong. Especially because of not needing any engineering in order to do the jump without a fuel scoop. That's pretty big. Because engineering takes time to go get the resources and go engineer the ship. But pretty cool. So that was in a Dolphin. Let's see here. In our awesome Dolphin. Dolphins look really cool. If I can get it to... There we go. And the nice thing is they do fit on this medium-sized pad. But that's the Dolphin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. I might do the Orca in a future run to see how that is. I've never had an Orca, so that'll be interesting. They're kind of ugly compared to the Dolphin and the Beluga, though. They're a little bit ugly. They're kind of like blunt looking. They're not as sleek looking as these are. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. If you'd like to see something else, let me know. Take care, and until next time.